Hello, I'm Mr. Psych. I'm high as fuck. And let's get into this video. I'm going to bring it in here for a second. Like I said before, I do hope everybody's having a good week. Every week I'd like to, well, not every week, but starting last week, starting a little thing where I'm going to take a moment to step aside and just kind of talk to everybody for a moment and give you my little high rant for the week. Now you can pretty much guarantee that anything from my channel is going to be related to say one of three things. Okay? Gaming, VTubing, and smoke. This week, the thing that I wanted to talk about is something that I saw in the Vtuber community, and it was basically a lot of people just coming out, and I saw so I saw a bunch of different things. So remember, I am high. I have some stuff written down, but most of this is just going to be my high thoughts. I'm going to try my best to articulate. So, one of the main things was a bunch of VTubers coming out. There were smaller VTubers, and it looked like, I'm not trying to talk. Okay, it looked like, okay, let's say on my part of Twitter, it looked like the problem was one of two things I saw the most. One was they're not getting discovered, even though they claim the content is good, or it's I don't have the money to put into rig, model, PC, blah blah blah. Okay, those are the two things I mainly saw. Now I did see a lot of larger VTubers saying that they were, they support things, and there was a back and forth on Twitter, obviously the Twitter discourse, but those were the main two things that I saw. Anyways, after looking at this, where I kind of ended up is that anyone, I don't know, I feel like there wasn't a lot of telling the whole story of what it takes to succeed streaming. I think that of course I'm new, right? I'm not an expert at all, and I still have a lot to learn, and I still have a lot of growing to do, but hey, coffee's done. One of the things is I think that these little outbursts of like talking, one, we don't do ourselves any favors by being VTubers. The C is huge, right? If you're talking about discoverability, Twitch, I've heard, is a nightmare with discoverability, and I've heard similar things about YouTube. You're putting your fishing line into the big gold ocean, and of course, we do have to kind of address that. Yeah, streaming, you have to make an investment, but it can be a small investment, and you can do it in patches. So I like to say that my Vtuber journey started 2 and a half years ago. No, 3 years ago. And the reason why is because 3 years ago, I decided that I was going to start saving up, and piece by piece, and it was a bad time because prices and stuff, but piece by piece, I was going to put together a streaming setup so that I could stream something someday. What was I going to be doing? Eventually that I landed on this, but I started putting it together piece by piece, little by little. The production value goes up. And one thing I noticed about some of these big VTubers that some people are complaining about is not a lot of them that are doing well, at least the English-speaking ones that I see doing pretty decent numbers on Twitch. They didn't just blow up. They were streamers before. They were trying different content. They have YouTube channels or streams that have been up for 2 to 3, 4 plus years, sometimes, depending. So they've been working at this for a while. So it's not just like, they got no, they took the time and the effort to build the brand, make the content, and stream, essentially to, build their core. They have pretty healthy channels. And I see plenty of people, you can talk about rigging and all that stuff. I see plenty of people doing way better numbers than, like, say myself, or you know, even some of the VTubers that have like really flashy models with just PNGs, and it's because they are entertaining, they are trying to develop their craft, and they are working to, it seems in the most times, up their stream production every time. So those are the things I think you should chase, because if you continue to craft something over the years, you make it better and better and better, and you continue to just try your hardest. No amount of money you shoved into that is gonna matter if you develop skills and it looks better to you. Like, one thing that I love is that regardless of the fact that I have, you know, not the biggest following yet, every single video I see that I put out, or every single stream that I do from the last time, is looking better. The production's getting better. I'm learning how to speak better. I'm learning how to edit. These are all things you can take and go, hey, that's good. Those are wins. I'll take those W's, because, you know, if I get one more chatter in, cool. But if the next video I put out made me laugh to myself twice versus one time, I take that, you know. The other thing too is, and this is going to be the super hard pill to swallow for everyone, including myself, but a lot of these people don't make good content. Yeah, sure, I'm probably right there too, and I still have a lot to learn, but there's just so much more that goes into being successful in this than just getting lucky or having a good model or having a good, it's a ton of these things. And it's important to try to remember that you also have the challenges of the algorithm, discoverability, whatever. But VTubing can be hard, but it can also be gratifying, and it can be fun to be these characters and do it. And hey man, I'm still sub 100 views, but I just gotta continue to try to make each piece of content, or sorry, sub 100 subscribers. But if I continue to try to make the content better, I continue to try to reach out and tell everybody that, you know, you can hang out here and have good vibes, chill, hopefully feel comfy and whatever, then that's all that matters to me. If you do have an idea about trying to make this your job, though, you're going to face the hurdles of needing to invest more than just time, but you can do everything slowly. Just take it day by day, and remember that if you try to become consistent and try to consistently do a little better for each one of your streams or videos, then I think you'll probably do just fine. You know, somebody's gonna find you, a friend's gonna find you, somebody's gonna latch on to the way your avatar looks, or the cool inflection of your voice, or I don't know, man. I found so many, just from trying to look around, I found so many cool VTubers that I like now, that I discovered from this journey. I get people now that hit me up, like in the DMs, like to be like, hey, good content, or like just saying what's up, like and then artists too, all the artists that I've met, that's just been wild. So but yeah, I mean, just looking over all the Twitter discourse, it seems to me like people are realizing that they are in a gigantically saturated market of wonderful VTubers, and it can be defeating. But I think instead of taking it as like an attack on you, or like something you're not doing, like, take that as a chance to grow it, get better, stronger. I don't know. I'm just a bad one at this point. I've been smoking a lot of that ganj, but it's okay, you know. Leveling up content, I think, needs to be the key, and I think the most important thing is that if you want to succeed in the space, you got to be willing to take your losses but stay consistent and get to a point where you're making the content that you want to make. That's one of the things too, as far as I go. You know, these are the vibes you're gonna get. You're gonna be chilling, it's gonna be mellow, you know what I mean? We're gonna kick back comfy, play some games, and that's the vibe it's gonna be here. I don't think I'm gonna change that for anything. I'm gonna try to cultivate the audience with this. So but I am gonna get better. Like I said, I'm gonna keep getting better, and I hope other people get better. Maybe if somebody sees this and in my high ramblings, you yourself can think to get a little better. And just realize that there's actually a lot of people and a lot of YouTubers out there that are willing to listen. And if you reach out and ask them a question or hit them up, you know, again, I'm not an expert, but I have been trying this for a while now, and I have learned a lot. And I feel comfortable saying that if you are consistent, and I believe this truly, because I think I'll get there too. I believe if you're consistent and you try to consistently do a little better to get closer to what you want to make and making that look clean, then you're probably, even if you don't blow up, even if you only end up with like 50 subscribers or 50, whatever, wherever you're at. Now, if you're on Twitch, you're probably going to get like your, you know, if you're just continuing to stream to your 4 homies, and at the end of the day, you can look back at it and go, hey, some of this content's pretty damn good. That's all I need. And I think that's a good way to help you improve and not feel defeated when the algorithm's not letting you get discovered. You know what I mean? Because you got it, man. Content's going. So anyway, that's my rant. Haters be damned, right? We all just streaming cartoons out here anyway, right? Alright folks, thank you so much for stopping by and watching the video. Please be sure to check out these fine artists' stuff. Like, subscribe. Remember to be kind to each other. Peace.